They trust me as a transitional leader, not as the future king or future president or future whatever. I'm totally focused on my mission in life, which is let me bring the country to a point that they can make that free choice. That will be enough for me having said mission accomplished.
All right, the exiled Prince Reza Pahlavi says he's ready to step in to lead Iran towards democracy. This after the death of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. But is this something that Iranian citizens want or need? And now more on the latest on who is running Iran. I'm pleased to bring in expert on the Middle East, Walid Phares, former Trump foreign policy advisor and author of the must-read book, Iran, an Imperialist Republic. And Victoria Coates, she is vice president of the National Security at the Heritage Foundation, a former deputy national security advisor. It is so great to see you both. All right, so this is vacuum of power. A lot of questions about the targets of the people who are still alive. Who's going to be left in the next few days? Pahlavi saying he would come in as an interim. Is that something, Walid, that Iranians would want? Is it even possible with all of the disruption in the country here, not knowing actually who's going to be alive day by day, hour by hour?
Formally, in the United States, we should be adopting the position of neutrality till elections. So we cannot endorse one faction against another, a leader against another, or in preference to another. Though in the in the huge numbers, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Iranians demonstrating inside Iran, and those demonstrating in the diaspora, they pronounced names and they said, "This is our leader, even our transitional leader." But to stay pro forma, I think what we need to do is, number one, help the Iranian population to bring down the regime. It's fine if we speak to bad guys who have promised to actually help us in bringing down the regime. That's a hint that there will be possible, talks with them. But what is very important is that the administration itself should select the forces, the leaders, and bring them together, recognize them as a transition like we've done with de Gaulle and the French Free Committee, so on and so forth. And eventually, at the elections, we will choose. They will choose.
All right. So we do know this. Who has been chosen to be the new Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps leader is Brigadier General Ahmad Vahidi, Victoria. He's nicknamed the Butcher. There was a bombing in Argentina, a Jewish site. He's got a brutal legacy, ugly past. So he's there. We don't know for how long. There's also this report percolating. One of the people confirmed dead was the former president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. But Iranian state media, which we know we cannot trust, is out there today saying, well, that's not confirmed. Do you think we might hear that he made it out alive, Victoria?
Well, good to be with you, Bianca and Walid. And yeah, Walid is a very, very bad actor, and he was responsible for the 1992 bombing in Buenos Aires, which that goes back now 30 years. And so he has a long track record of terrorist attacks in our own hemisphere, I may add. So it's hard for me to see us working with him or with Ali Larijani, who's trying to put himself into a position of power. He was responsible for the massacre most recently in January when some 30,000 innocent Iranians were killed. So these are pretty bad dudes, as the president might say, and not people with whom we can work. That said, there could be others. Ahmadinejad, again, hard for me to see him being a good actor, and we'll see if he turns up alive. A lot of these reports can be mistaken, but if he hasn't spoken up yet, it would surprise me if he springs back to life, as it were.